That way nothing's forced, everything's permission based, and that's the great way to go, right? And I'd argue that's the best way to go, because then hey, it's Lance McGowan here, and today we're going to talk about the top 4 ways to make income as a doTERRA Wellness Advocate. And this is very important to note because there are lots of ways that someone can go from no income to low income to medium-sized income and then high income with doTERRA. And you know, there's some assumptions in there, right? There's assumptions that you don't quit, that you maintain a 100-point LRP order per month, and that you place that order as well as maintain that in your cart so that you qualify for any, you know, new signups and enrollments. There's some factors that go into this, some assumptions that I cover in other videos, but I'm just trying to get that out in the beginning. But without further ado, let's talk about the prereq, or the prerequisite to basically those 4 ways to make income with doTERRA. So the main prerequisite is to become a wholesale customer using your products at a discount. But if you're like, hey, I signed up as a wellness advocate, I don't want to be a wholesale customer. I want to do the business here. I want to make some money. But the thing is you have to be a product of the product first so that you can have your own story as well as testimony about how the products have helped you. And then think of this as more of just like, hey, like I am having a replacement cost for what I would normally use that's synthetic or toxic out there, whether it be personal products, health products, cleaning products, whatever it is, and the health cabinet, kitchen cabinet, bathroom cabinet, you know, all that stuff. So really, becoming a product of the product as a wholesale customer is the #1 thing, and you can upgrade to a wellness advocate, or if you want to just go straight into basically the first way, or the first way to make money with doTERRA, that's fine too. Need some water, my throat's getting kind of dry. Apple cider vinegar, water. This is an empty kombucha bottle that I filled with reverse osmosis water, and then apple cider vinegar and lemon oil from doTERRA. So, good stuff. All right, let's continue. Okay, so the first way, and really this is kind of like step by step so that you can kind of have an idea, and this is all like more in principle and conceptual, but it's important to keep in mind because I think it's another way to frame things up, so again you get more perspective. But it's to become a wellness advocate, so you either upgrade from wholesale customer to wellness advocate, which is for free, and then you also, or you can just enroll as a wellness advocate. And so and the key here is to make sure you go with somebody you know, like, and trust, and that provides excellent customer service and response time. So those 5 elements are very key that go right into there. Okay, so keep in mind that's kind of like another assumption that goes in there. But anyways, so when you're a wellness advocate, the first step is really earning part, you know, a little part of your monthly LRP products for free. So think of this as more of a subsidy or replacement cost for what you would normally buy. So I normally buy toothpaste from the store and I can get it from doTERRA. I normally buy deodorant from the store and I can get it from doTERRA. Or there's lots of different competitors that doTERRA has for cleaning, health, personal products. Okay, I'm gonna look at what I need, what I buy, and then start to basically transition to doTERRA. And so that's the key thing to keep in mind. Basically, you're subsidizing your order by earning income by teaching classes one-on-one, group, online, and helping people with their health. And most of those people are going to be wholesale customers. Some are going to be wellness advocates that you help. And this is all while a couple scenarios that I see most happen is you have a full-time job with another company, or well, actually, probably 3 scenarios. You have a full-time job with another company, you have multiple part-time jobs with other companies, or you have a spouse or significant other that is supporting you financially and hopefully emotionally and mentally and from a morale standpoint too, right? That's very helpful. So that's happening all while you're kind of building a business as a wellness advocate. And that's okay. That's a great way to start. You have support from another source. I would even add another, which is maybe having a large savings account. Something that is a cushion or, you know, buffer so that you can pay your expenses so you don't feel like you have to drop everything to become full-time with doTERRA, because the income with doTERRA is not quite there yet. Remember, we're subsidizing our orders as we replace what we're normally buying in the marketplace. Okay, the step 2, which builds on that, is where you're a wellness advocate and you're earning all of your monthly LRP products for free. And so think of this as, okay, I just replaced what I normally bought, and then now I get reimbursed because I've helped enough people, then my income follows. Help people get income. That's how it works. So the income is not the focus. Helping people is the focus. So many times I see skeptics or people that quit, they focus on the money part and the rank part, which is nice to have goals. I'm not saying don't have goals. Have goals. But know that, hey, I need to help people get what they want so that I can get what I want, which is some income, right? There you go. And residual income at that, which is amazing. All right, so as you're doing that and earning your products for free, which is going to be, you know, anywhere from $150 to $200 or $300, it just depends. Then you're also, again, one of those four scenarios. You have a full-time job yourself, you have multiple part-time jobs, your spouse or significant other supporting you financially in other ways, or you have a savings account, okay, we'll just do four fingers, or you have a savings account that you're pulling from to pay expenses and basically help support yourself as you grow your business. So that is going to be option number 2, and that's perfectly fine. That is a great way to stair step from the first option, which is you're basically earning part of your monthly order, to all of your monthly order. All right, so let's talk about number 3. So the third step above that is you're a wellness advocate. Awesome, great. You're helping people as you help yourself, help your family, help other people's lives. And then you earn part-time income with doTERRA. So instead of just earning your monthly order for free, you're doing that. But you're earning more part-time income, which varies by whatever quality of life you have or lifestyle or where you live in the country. But let's just say $1,000 to $2,000 a month, and it builds up to that point. Some people have been able to do that within a day. Some people it takes a month. Some people it takes 10 years. The point is that it can take time. But if you stick around, eventually everyone comes around, okay? And that is because they see that you stick with it and you don't quit, which is what a lot of people do and aren't able to make it to this step. But this is all while having potentially a part-time job, again, that is maybe a focus now, or you have that full-time job, and this is okay. Like, this is okay. So multiple part-time jobs is what I'm equating to a full-time job. So you basically are earning part-time income with doTERRA and then maybe 1 or 2 other part-time jobs or a full-time position. So that is another scenario on top of the other ones I mentioned with the spouse and savings. So those are going on, and maybe like, man, that's a lot, Lance. That's how it works. It's nice to have a nice transition from all those things I mentioned to a part-time job with doTERRA, but not quite quit those until you move on to the fourth step of this, or the fourth way, is to be a wellness advocate in doTERRA and earning full-time income. And full-time income could be basically double or triple or quadruple or more of the part-time income. But I'm basically defining that as maybe $4,000 to $5,000 per month, because it's basically doubling your expenses, but you earn that in income. So maybe like $50,000 a year, which is about the gold rank within doTERRA. So basically you're able to earn full-time income with doTERRA as a wellness advocate. And a lot of people, when they're that rank, they still have a part-time job, multiple part-time jobs, a full-time job, or a spouse that supports them financially in other ways, or they have savings. And so a lot of times people don't quit those options, or basically the financial support of those, until they reach a higher rank, maybe like diamond or blue diamond or presidential diamond. Some people still, want to be a nurse or want to be a teacher or want to be whatever they were for whatever reason. Maybe they put in a lot of time, a lot of schooling, they're emotionally invested, financially invested. The point is they could leave if they want, depending on what lifestyle that they want to have after they're already earning full-time income. And I'll say that if somebody has a spouse and they're supporting financially, and you have a full-time income with doTERRA, you're basically earning double income, and you get to work from home, set your own hours, be your own boss. That's pretty awesome, right? I don't think the spouse would be able to do that. So they probably work a 9 to 5 or a corporate job, or they're out in the field, or they work nights, or whatever it is, and it's maybe, most likely, based on statistics and what I've read, they don't like what they do, right? But they do it because it pays the bills, can save for retirement, do a lot of other stuff, and that's just what it is. So those are the 4 ways to earn money in doTERRA, and you notice that I didn't say it's going to happen overnight. You notice I didn't say it's going to be easy, but it is another way to look at how money is made in doTERRA. And really the lessons learned is the first focus should be on understanding the benefits and uses of as many products as you can over time, even if it takes a year, like myself. So the first year I was basically a customer and a wholesale customer, and then I just used the products. Even though I kind of signed up as a wellness advocate, I still was more in action a wholesale customer, and that was fine. I was in learn mode for the first year. Sometimes people don't need a year, they need a day. Sometimes people need a few years. I've seen people come around after 3 or 4 years. So, and then they're like, I want to do the business, and it's like, cool, Some people are late bloomers, some people are early bloomers, and some people don't bloom at all. Okay? And this is so you can become a product of the product and share more naturally when you hear people bring up things that they're going through. And so it's not like, hey, have you tried this oil? You know, like, hey. You know, it's more just like, okay, you're listening, having conversations, and when you hear them say something, you could say like, hey, are you open to natural solutions? And they might be like, yeah, sure. Most people will be. And then you can be like, hey, have you tried essential oils before? And they'd be like, no, I haven't. Or yes, I have. And then you can be like, have you heard of doTERRA before? And they'd be like, yes or no. And then you can be like, well, I have a sample here. Would you be open to trying some to see, you know, if it helps you? Or I have one at home. Would you be open to me mailing you one to see if it helps you? And then that's where it's a conversation. It's permission-based marketing. You're just asking questions to seek understanding, to see if there's a fit. And really those questions are just pre-qualifying them to see if it makes sense to ask the next question. That's basically what's going on. That way nothing's forced. Everything's permission-based, and that's the great way to go, right? And I'd argue that's the best way to go, because then it's mutual, right? It's something that you both want. All right, well, that concludes today's video. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to hit the like button if you did, hit subscribe for future video updates, and most importantly, check out the links in the description below. I'll have more information on doTERRA's income disclosure statement, as well as doTERRA's compensation plan, as well as additional resources so that you can get more perspective on this as well and get more details, because those 4 ways that I mentioned, there's lots of different, as you can see, ways to slice things and do things while you're doing doTERRA, and it's not just one or the other. You know, a lot of people do both and do both for a while, and it's okay. Like, it's not about right or wrong, it's about what works and what's the best fit for you. And so hopefully those links and this video can help you see that and go from there. Other than that, I'll see you in the next video.